YouTube Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live. What's happening? What is crackling, YouTube Livers? How are you? It has been a week. No, it hasn't been a week. It's been 2 weeks since I did a YouTube Live because I fucked up last time and was too busy for Christmas shopping. Or too busy Christmas shopping. It was fucking Christmas insanity. And so here I am. Who's first post? Who got first post? It's not Crystal Smelts, I know that. It's Kirtis. What up, people? How you doing? How's it crackling? I don't even see a Crystal Smelts on here yet. She's not even on here yet. Look at that. We got Vicky Grady. She's here. So I tell you what, YouTube Live, I missed you last time. So we'll do a good one this time. And you know what? I got some fucking great news, YouTube Live. Tell you what. We just put up the Catharsis video, as you guys may know. I know a bunch of you motherfuckers watched it. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. And I got the stats in, the statistics for your arch rivals, Facebook Live. And I got the statistics for YouTube Live. You guys, all you Facebook hating motherfuckers. And I tell you what, you have got all kinds of bragging rights over Facebook Live, or just over Facebook in general, because YouTube has fucking crushed Facebook on the stats. So well done, YouTube and YouTube Live livers. That's right. You're fucking slaughtering them into oblivion. Let me pull this up here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Where can I do this? Right here. Let me go to here. All right. Let's see. What do we got? What is this? Ask me all kinds of... Cleveland, says Celtic Chris 72. You're going to try and go to the show in Cleveland? Just go to the fucking show in Cleveland. You're going to try. The fuck are you going to try for? Let's see. Can I watch this right now? Look at this. I can watch me on fucking YouTube Live right now. But I'm not going to. That's just too weird. I can't fucking watch my face right now. Let's see. I'm going to try. Fire Cleveland. Josh Franklin says fire Cleveland. Oh, Melissa Copeland says VIP. Hold on. Let me see. Where is this Catharsis video? Here we are. Catharsis video is currently at 600,000 views, as opposed to Facebook Live, which had, Facebook, not Facebook Live, Facebook, which had 170,000, I think, as of a couple of days ago. So you've got triple, maybe even almost quadruple what those motherfuckers got on Facebook. And get this. Here's where your bragging rights come in. This is where YouTube Live bragging rights come fully into effect. The average watch time. Let me kind of break this down for you, because I don't know if you guys know this, but like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everybody uses these algorithms now, right? So before, it used to be that if you posted something on anything, YouTube, Facebook, Live, whatever, Twitter, MySpace, whatever, name it, it just went to everybody who followed you. Now, because so many people are following people and, everybody's feeds are clogged with fucking baby pictures and food pictures and politics and fucking cats, awesome cat videos that I watch all the time, that they've switched it to an algorithm now, right? So basically, like, things that you've liked, things that are getting a lot of likes, getting a lot of comments, getting a lot of shares, stuff like that, is what ends up in your feed. And it goes like that for everything: your YouTube feed, your Facebook feed, your everything. So we have 1.3 million followers on Facebook, which is respectable. It's nothing, it's modest. It's nothing great, I'll tell you that. But of those 1.3 million followers, 700,000 people got the video in their feed, right? So it reached 700,000 people. Of those 700,000 people that it reached, 153,000 of them watched more than 3 seconds, which counts as a view, right? So so we got 153,000. Let's just say that's the number for now. Views, right? 150 of those 150,000 views that we got, the average watch time was 15 seconds. 15 seconds. That's right. 15 fucking seconds. And here's the other mind-blowing stat from that. 66% of those 153,000 people that watched it on Facebook watched it with the fucking sound off. 66%. That means 33% of the people watched it with sound on, but they only watched it for 15 seconds. Jared and I did the math. That's basically the first cocoon shot of us wrapped up as cocoons. We were like, those motherfuckers are fired. So then I was like, I got to see what's up with YouTube. Tell me the YouTube stats. So I went over to the YouTube stats, and the average watch time on YouTube was a mind-boggling 3 minutes and 30 seconds compared to Facebook 15 seconds. That's pretty awesome. Now, granted, you go to YouTube to watch videos. You go when you probably have time. So that's definitely not that odd. I have to say it was a little insulting that most people couldn't get through 15 fucking seconds on Facebook. But, we're making movies here. We're making epics. Videos are epics. Songs are epics. Fuck. Anyway, you guys watch that. Everybody watch with the sound on, which we appreciate. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It's a good, that's an average. And so people, come in and they tune in and they tune out. And so that's just an average, but that's a really high average. If you got 3 minutes, we did the math. I think 3 minutes and 30 seconds is like the end of the second chorus. You didn't even get to the breakdown. You didn't even get to, oh, can you feel my catharsis? So I was like, man, those motherfuckers missed out. They missed the breakdown. But there you go. If you ever want bragging rights on Facebook, I just fucking gave you ammunition. Just shoot down motherfuckers. Shoot them down. It was good though. I tell you what, the shocking thing was though, of the 600,000 views that we have, 93% dudes on YouTube. 93% dudes. 6% girls, 1% binary non-gender, which is a new part of the pie equation there. So it's male, female, gender, non-gender, or whatever. So we got some binary non-genders watching us, 1%, which I think is pretty low, because I know if you're a dance band or EDM or one of the like a RuPaul type of band, it's going to be quite a bit higher. So it was pretty interesting. 93% dudes though. Ladies, what the fuck are you doing over there? You don't want to watch this video? Only 7%? 6%? Jesus. It's been like that forever. We get more girls now than we ever did. I think before I think we had 1% girls and we had 2% binary. So we're doing better. We're doing much better. It used to be 98% dudes. Now it's 93% dudes. God damn. It's a fucking sausage party. Goddamn Machine Head show. Jesus God. It's a fucking ladies, if you want to get cock, the Machine Head show is like, it's nothing but dudes. That's why girls are staying away. They're like, too many dudes. Is that what it is? So there you go. Where is here? Hashtag sausage head. That's right. Glad to be gay, says Drew R 2010. Are you non-gender though? Did you specify yourself as non-gender, Drew R 2010? Because he says glad to be gay. That's fine if you're gay, but are you non-gender gay? Is there a thing? Is that such a thing? I don't know. I thought that was a dog in the picture. No, man, that's Paris, France right there. That is a picture that I took of the gargoyles at the top of Notre Dame. Notre Dame? Yeah, Notre Dame. in Paris, France. And it's one of my favorite pictures I think I've ever taken. And so I blew it up into one of those framey things. I've even contemplated selling that because a bunch of people have asked me to sell it. I even had one person offer me $500 for that photograph of mine. But I never got around to it because I'm fucking lazy and I just forget about it. More girls than ever before, so your songs are getting more girly. Fix a new Davidian, please. It says Heavy 666 Hardcore. See, Heavy 666 Hardcore doesn't want girls there. He wants more dudes. That's the problem. We don't need more dudes. We need the same amount of dudes that we got, more chicks. That's right. Rob, I went to get a +1 on myself for Denver Summit Music Halls. What's up? Back up my channel. I don't know. I want to get a +1. Okay. I'm an average dude. Seen you 6 times. Love the show, says Drew R. Hey, I'm an average dude. So you're not gay. Or you are gay, Drew 2010. I'm not sure what you mean. In Portugal, a lot of boobs in your show. That's true. We actually do draw more girls in Europe. Apparently American girls just hate us. Could never have many. Let's see. Cleveland House of Blues. Something bad doggy. It wasn't a bad doggy. Have you seen The Last Jedi? Did you like it? Asked Egocentric Head. I did see The Last Jedi, and I loved it. I thought I know that people. I'm not sure why everybody's so mad. I didn't get why everybody was so mad about The Last Jedi. I know that. Yeah, people keep on saying like they're not following the story or something. Like I don't know the story. So I don't fucking care. It ruined Luke Skywalker. I don't know if it ruined Luke Skywalker. It was cool. It was kind of like exactly what, like it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I love Finn. I love the girl. I like Kylo Ren. I love the whole thing that they had going with them and Kylo Ren. I loved the fucking Snoke's. Snoke's was killer. Some killer battle scenes, like, it had everything I want in a movie. Like, killer battle scenes. So, it was better than Force Awakens. Yeah, I liked Force Awakens, too. I liked, Snoke, #Snoke, bro. That's right. #Snoke, bro. Hey, no spoilers. No. Let's see here. Any cover songs on the new album? Just returned from the movie theater after watching it. Nice. Nice. Rob, how was your Christmas? I got a ladies long sleeve from Texas. I love it. Oh my God. I love Catharsis. Listen to it every day. Step up your game, ladies. There you go. See, Teresa Zimmerman's holding court there. Real cool direction Machine Head is going. I like the experimental symphonic stuff. Oh my God, here comes the have you talking to blank, name your band member. Who fucking cares? I get this question every single live broadcast. Do you still talk to so-and-so? Do you still talk to so-and-so? Do you still talk to so-and-so? You still mad at so-and-so? Oh, you mad at so-and-so? Who fucking cares? Seriously, who cares? Oh God, I don't see why anybody fucking cares. I don't talk to my ex-girlfriend from 25 years ago either. Do you care about that? No, you don't care about that. I don't talk to some of my friends from 25 years ago. I don't talk to girlfriends from 25 years ago. I don't talk to girlfriends, fuck. I don't talk to crew guys. I don't talk to band members that I toured with from 10 years ago. Who cares? Who cares? Jeez Louise. More than the beard questions, that's right. They're not as bad as the beard questions. That's next. What do you put in your beard? What do you put in a beard? What do you put in your beard? I think it's so weird. I think it's so weird that anybody asks about it. And the reason that I think it's weird is because I just did a press tour and I'm still doing press for the record and I'm doing all kinds of interviews. And I literally, every interview that I do, at some point, some dude or some chick goes, so, did you talk to your, I'm like, who fucking cares if I talk, who cares? Do you talk to your ex-boyfriend from 15 years ago? No. Do you talk to your ex-wife from 10 years ago? No. Who cares? I think it's so weird that anybody would give 2 fucks. Nice bacon ornament, says Chad Young. Yes, I think it's so weird that anybody would care. In some cases, some of the dudes that I made music with them for like 2 years, never saw them again. Some of the guys I made music with for 9 months, haven't seen them ever again, or just run into them every once in a while. They weren't, it wasn't like if this was like my wife or something, someone I had been with for a really long time. 26 years I've been with my wife. And we were obviously not married all that time, but then it would be like, hey, do you still ever talk to your wife? It'd be like, yeah, no, I don't. Or I don't know, I do, or whatever. But like, some of it's just like, I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's weird that people, yeah, that and I don't understand why I get it every time. Like every live broadcast, damn near every interview. I think it's such a strange thing. Maybe it's a metal thing, you know? Maybe it's a metal thing. Hashtag. Says Chris Simon. Hashtag who cares? Hashtag who cares? Hashtag who fucking cares? Did you get inspiration from Death's Spirit Crusher on Imperium? No, I don't. And maybe that's it. People ask me this all the time. There was a big controversy about Devin Townsend and Strapping Young Lad, and I think a lot of people think that when you're a band dude, that you're constantly just hanging out with other band dudes and you're constantly listening to other bands. You're on tour, you're on whatever. And maybe when you first start out, you are, but I can tell you what, I toured with all kinds of bands and I never even seen them live. Like any band that supports us, I pretty much have seen just like one or two songs of their set, even though I'm hanging out with them on tour, and that even though you make metal, it's like the metal brotherhood. There ain't no fucking metal brotherhood. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you tour with a band and you're not on tour anymore and you'll literally never talk to that person again. Like you'll not see them for years, no texting, no emails, no nothing, and I think I've met Devin Townsend one time back in '95, and maybe one other time like on some random just kind of like hi bye, like I had to do a photo shoot at a venue and he was there, but it was like a cool venue, so I was there doing a photo shoot, and then I just kind of briefly chatted and then we walked away, and it's like, we're just not, like, I'm not listening to metal all the time. I'm not hanging out with, like, I'm just kind of doing my thing. I had kids fucking 13 years ago. Like, my metal hangout days are long gone. Like, I go hang with some buddies, and that's cool. Who is my closest buddy in the music world? Asked Chad Young. Now? Fuck. Nobody. I don't have a close buddy in the music world. My closest buddies are Dave McClain, Phil Demmel, and Jared McEachern. That's it. And it's been like that for a long time. And I have friends and I go to see shows and I'm friendly with people, but we're not like that close. We barely text. George Corpse Grinder from Cannibal texted me yesterday, Merry Christmas. Just shit like that. But, it's nothing like long, in-depth conversations, and so there you go. And I think that's it. Here's some dude going, did you get inspiration, basically asking me if I ripped off a Death song for Imperium. No, I never even listened to Death. I never got into Death. I saw Death twice back in the day. I saw them once at the Stone. They were fucking awesome. They were killer. I saw them another time at the Berkeley Square. I remember when they first came out, I heard Pull the Plug and fucking hated them. But I remember Pull the Plug because it was catchy. It was heavy. But I hated that shit. And then later on in life, everybody told me I need to listen to Symbolic and like all this shit, something fucking Mountain or something. And I gave it a shot. And I never got into it. I just never got into it. I just didn't care. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I just didn't like it. So I just didn't listen to it. I didn't care. Who cares? I didn't care. So, that's what I mean. Like, it's just kind of weird. That's why I think it's like weird when people ask me this, because like, here's a band, all due respect to Devin Sound, but I haven't listened to a lot of Strapping Young Lad. I know it's one of their more popular songs. I just haven't really given it that much listen. I know I listened to a record called City back in the day, and I listened to another one called something else. And but I don't know. I don't spend a whole lot of fucking metal, and I never have. Back in the day, I did, but I think if anybody has hung out with me here long enough, followed me on my socials, like, that I don't listen to that much metal, and the metal that I do listen to, I fucking love Slayer, the Metallicas, the Exodus, I love Possessed, I love old hardcore, I love punk rock, but it's not like I'm just fucking listening to every new thing that comes along. I'm not. I'm not. I got my jams. Hashtag weird. This is Charles Lane. I just posted up fucking a new Eminem track on my Instagram. Motherfuckers were pissed. I was like, I love woke Eminem. That was my 5 words or whatever it was. I love woke Eminem. And I put a picture of the track I was listening to. And dudes were hating it. Oh my God. People were so fucking livid. And then a couple days later, I woke up in the morning. When I'm making my kids breakfast in the morning, I'll put on mellow shit. Like, I don't want to listen to fucking metal in the morning. Like, I want to hear, Tom Petty, or I want to hear Fleetwood Mac, or I want to hear Bruno Mars. So I put up a Bruno Mars track. And I was rocking out to Bruno Mars because I love Unorthodox Jukebox. And the new record's good, but it's really like way too 90s fucking Belle Biv DeVoe pop bullshit, and I don't really like it. But I do like a few songs. And so I threw up a song on there, and it's called That's How I Like, or That's What I Like. And people were they lost their shit. Like, people were losing their shit straight up. I can't even tell you how many times Phil Demmel and I listened to that first Maroon 5 record in the back of the bus, just chilling. Maroon 5, that's right. Songs about Jane, the first Maroon 5 record. It's a jam for Phil Demmel and I. How long have you liked rap and hip hop? Asked Pinhead Larry. Dude, a long time. Like, I got into hip hop at like the beginning of hip hop. Run DMC, Rockbox, LL Cool J, fucking Rock the Bells and fucking all that shit. Like, I'm bad. Like, all that, you know what I mean? Like, fucking early Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, The Message, shit like that. And I still listen to it today, man. I was just listening to some Lil Pump the other day. He's got a song called Gucci Gang. It's got like 300 million streams. He's blowing up. He rocked a Machine Head shirt not that long ago, an old school Machine Head shirt. So I was like, I got to hear this dude. Never even heard of him. Like, he's like one of the hottest rappers around right now. It was the first time I felt really old. I was like, I am so out of touch with hip hop. It's not even funny. Like, this dude has 22 million listeners a month on Spotify. I got a song that's got 200 million streams. I was like, I've never even heard this dude's name. It was cool. It was cool. And then I kind of went down the rabbit hole with that. Let's see. Do I like blues? I never listen to blues. Some every once in a while I do, but I don't really care. Yeah, kind of get into the Post Malone recently, says Sean Begay. Yeah, that's cool. Pretty sure he's in Darth Vader or Kylo Ren, asked Andy Kika. Come on now, Andy Kiki Davidian. Vader, though I do like Kylo Ren. I do like Kylo Ren. Robert, when are you going to write a rap metal song and MH again like 1999, asked Soldier Gladiator. You're in luck. New song on the new record. Got some rapping in it. Got a couple songs with some rapping on it. You'll dig it if you're serious, Gladiator dude. I almost died at your show in Portugal. He said Gucci Gang like 100 times, but it's catchy for some reason. It says Jerg. I know. He says it way too many times, but it is fucking catchy. I got a bitch who likes cocaine. I'll fuck a girl and forget a name. It's so fucking ignorant. That's what I like. All right. Well, yeah. Well, last night while having a few, I was too light to quit. Too light? Oh, too legit to quit. Machine Head are me and my wife's favorite, but we're jamming some DMX the other night. Chad Young, Run the Jewels. You know I love the Run Jewels. I love the Run the Jewels. That shit's hard as fuck. Love it. It's so fucking grimy. Yeah, remember Block's got that hip hop vibe. It totally does. Thousand Lies, Block, All that. I was rocking cornrows in the Davidian video. How did, how did people miss the rap influence? I never got that. I swear to God, I never fucking got that. All right, favorite Beyond the Pale fan video. You know what? It's been so busy with with the with Christmas that I haven't. I know that there's a bunch of new ones. If you go onto the YouTube page, there's a bunch of new ones that are up right now. And I think the last one that I saw was one where it was like a dude and there was like trees and it was cool. It was a really cool one. And it was the one that came after the black and white one that the French girl did, which was fucking amazing. I think it was a French girl. I don't, maybe it was a guy. I don't know. I thought it was a girl because there was a girl in the video the whole time. But that one was fucking sick. And then I saw another one on I know that there's another one up there that's like animated and it's got like a dude grabbing a guitar, and I haven't had the time. Today's like my first day since fucking Christmas mania to be able to think properly. And that one was killer. That one was fucking really cool too, man. That one, let's see. Let's see. Rob, I know you like Sting and the Police. I do like Sting and the Police. Rob, tell us a Dimebag Daryl story, asked Alan Johnson. You know what? If you go back and watch one of the Facebook Lives that we posted up, I posted up one on December 8th for In Memory of Dimebag. And I do a pretty long talk about Dimebag on there. So if you want to hear a good Dimebag story in the moment, unrehearsed, spontaneous, go back to the December 8th. I think it's just called Facebook Live. It's in the YouTube, here on YouTube somewhere, on the Machine Head YouTube. Let's see what else we got here. The more intense sense of ignorance. Come back to Argentina. Rob, tell us a dad joke, please. A dad joke? A joke about my dad? I just saw my dad over Christmas. I had I threw him up on, I did an Instagram story with my dad. It was my dad's first Instagram story. My dad's 81. And, he's pretty hip on, for an 81-year-old dude, he's pretty hip on stuff. He's got an iPhone, him and I text all the time, which I fucking love. But I love that I love that I can text my 81-year-old dad and be like, "What's up, Dad?" And he's like, "What's up?" Like, he'll tell me what he's doing, and I'll write stuff about, talk about the Raiders, talk about whatever. And but he's used to selfies, so he's pretty up on like what a selfie is, right? So if you take a selfie with him, he's like, "Oh, a selfie, cool. I know what a selfie is." And so, but he didn't know what an Instagram story was. And I've been really digging the stories. I do the Instagram stories a lot. So if you follow me on Instagram and you haven't been seeing a lot of my shit in the threads, that's probably why, because I'm doing this, or in the regular Instagram, it's because I'm doing the stories. And I'm on Snapchat too, the General MH. So if you guys are on Snapchat, follow me on Snapchat. I'm all over that shit. But I did an Instagram story with him. And so he just sat there like he didn't know what to do, and he didn't understand like what is it? It's 20 seconds and you only talk for 20 seconds? I'm like, yeah, you only talk for 20 seconds and then you post it. And so I think I don't even think they're there anymore, but I saved them and they're fucking funny as shit. And I don't have any way of playing it for you. But my dad does this thing where he says all kinds of words and he says them wrong. And he's done this forever. And I kind of picked up the habit from him. For the longest time, I called Parmesan cheese Parmesan cheese. So instead of saying Parmesan or Parmigiano, I would say Parmesan. And then, of course, I became friends with my merch guy who's from Italy, and he promptly scolded me on the proper way to say Parmigiano with the artichoke hand. And but my dad says, instead of the word phenomenon, he says, it's some kind of phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. And so we were talking, and he's getting ready to. So right as soon as we finished the Instagram story, he's like, that's one of them there phenomena instead of phenomenon. Fucking classic. It's fucking good shit. He's still killing it too. He's gonna have his birthday. Him and my son have the birthday. They're one day apart. So my dad's birthday is January 13th, and Wyatt's birthday is January 14th. And so on January 13th, which is a Saturday, him and I are going to go on a big 3-mile hike. 81 years old, going to go on a 3-mile hike. Like a brutal hike. I take him on a brutal hike, and we did it last year too. And it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome that he's still kicking that much ass at that age. And it was weird, you know, this was the first time, I think this time, getting to, like, seeing him for Christmas, it was the first time in a while that I was like, whoa, my dad's old. You know, like, he's you know, he's still got it. He plays Sudoku or Sudoku. I don't know how you say it. The game, the Chinese number game. And so his brain's pretty sharp. And he's still strong. He's still actually really surprisingly strong. And, you know, he can go on fucking hikes like crazy. But there was a couple times when I was rapping with him when it was like, holy shit, man. Like, he was forgetting a lot. And he was... You know, he would start talking and then he'd kind of lose his train of thought, and it freaked me out a little bit. Like, it tripped me out. Like, I was like, ooh, like, I don't want to think about this. Like this, and you know, and in other days he's fine. And granted, it was at nighttime, so I think I think like all old people are just kind of a little more out of it at nighttime. And but it was the first time when I was like, multiple times when we were talking, he just kind of stopped and couldn't remember what he was going to say, and he couldn't remember the name of something, and then the conversation just kind of ended, and then he would remember like 20 minutes later or half an hour later, be like, it was the blah 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 blah. But I'd never had that really happen so many times close up. I was like, fuck, man, 81. Although I did just hear that the dude who drew Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd he just died last night. 99 years old. I was like, 99? That's crazy. Like, that's like that's like another 49 years for me. Like a whole nother lifetime for me. I was like, wow. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if I want to live to 99. Jesus Christ. A fucking long time. My grandma lived to 98. My grandma passed away. My grandma passed away on the first day that we started Catharsis. The very first day that we got in, she died. And I went and visited her in the hospital. Well, she did. It wasn't the first day, but it was the next day. That's what it was. I got the call to go visit her on the first day in the studio. So I had to leave the first day. And I went and basically they were like, say your goodbyes. And it was good. She was 98. It's a fucking long time to be on this earth, man. Having a lot of health problems and hips, and, you know, was having trouble getting around. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need to live to 99 or 98. Fucking sounds brutal. But I was like, that's a fucking long time. Like, if I live to that long, holy shit, that's a whole other lifetime. How old are you, motherfuckers? How old are you, motherfuckers? Let's see. Let's see. Rob, Merry Christmas. Got the Blackening shirt. Nice. Drew says, I got a copy of Bloodstone and Diamonds. Cool. Will there ever be a new signature guitar? I doubt it. No, you don't need to say my condolences. You know, I was just telling that story. You know, no, it's not sad. It wasn't sad. You know what? When she died, it was great. You know, like, we were all kind of happy for her. She was in a happier place. It wasn't sad. You know, 22 is a fucking long life, man. It's a long time to live. Jesus Christ. I'm 22 and I forget what I was going to say all the time, says Area. I hear you. Better keep an eye on him, bro. Any overlooked Machine Head songs? Does Dave record his drum tracks straight through, or do you record them in pieces? We record them straight through, and then I Frankenstein them all together. Alex Mueller says, I'm 15 years old and I love Machine Head. When I'm hanging out with my friends, yeah, how old are you? Let me know how old you motherfuckers are. My dad rocks. He does rock. My dad's a badass. My dad is a badass. He's awesome. How old? Oh, wait. We got some ages here. Let me go back. I'm scrolling here, so that's why I'm going through all this. All right. I see. Loping says 32. Drew R10 is 23. Jack Forbes, Brad 24, 25, 38, 39, 15, 22, Aria, Justin Haas is 36, Don Micote is 23, 31, 19, 17, 30, 24. Weirdo Dreza is 17. Bobby Havoc is 13. Wait, fuck. What happened here? Where did you go? What happened here? I lost you. What did I do? Where did I go? What is this? No, I don't want that. What's going on here? Sorry, I hit some fucking thing and now I don't know what I'm doing. Cancel. There, I'm back. I don't know what I hit there. I hit something. I disappeared for a minute. All right, 44, 27, 37, 24, cool, 21, 25. John Sweet says, 25 years old and I love every kind of music like Bruno Mars. I went and saw him in June and then again in Paris. Doritos is better than Lay's. Fuck Lay's. Second egocentric head. I think I can agree with that. I could go with you there, egocentric head. Doritos are better than Lay's. Fucking nacho cheese. Fuck the world. 25 says Gabriel. 17 says Don Taft. 28 says Restoration. All right. Good. I like it, man. And I tell you what, it's an interesting thing too, is that I was just reading, because I'm on fucking press tour, right? And so I'm talking to press people and I'm talking to business people and I'm talking to we're trying to we're getting the record out, we're putting it out. And so we're talking about how to just how do you reach people? And this is the question that I pondered day and night. And clearly, Facebook is not the place to reach people when you're putting out a music video because motherfuckers ain't going to watch more than 15 seconds. God damn it. But I tell you what, the one thing that I was talking to that numerous people said to me was that young people now are not genre specific anymore. And at first I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what does that mean? I did a thing for Kerrang Radio, right? So I went and I did a takeover at Kerrang Radio and I was like, it's Rob Flynn. I'm going to play whatever the fuck I want because I don't like what Kerrang's been playing and here's all the shit that I want to play. And so I played mostly newer stuff. I played a couple Madball tracks. I played some Suicide Silence. And then I threw back I actually played a lot of hardcore. I don't know why. I just played a bunch of hardcore that day. And I played Biohazard and Madball. And I think I played some Sick of It All or something. Anyway, the guys were like, because I was saying, I was talking about how I was playing hardcore. Is this going to be okay? And he was like, well, you know what? He's like, most of our fan base here at Kerrang Radio is not genre specific. And he was the first person that had said that. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, it means that nobody, he's like, older people generally identify themselves by a genre, metal, rock and roll, whatever, hip hop, whatever. And that he's like, and that younger people don't really care. They just listen to everything and they just like what they like. And so they listen to a little bit of metal. They listen to a little bit of hip hop. They listen to a little bit of pop. Fucking swiping away, god damn it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm hitting something here and it's going away. And that was interesting to me. It was really interesting to me because even though I definitely identify myself as a metal dude and love metal and definitely grew up in the metal scene, I have never identified myself as strictly a metal dude because I liked shit like fucking George Michael and I liked hip hop and I liked The Cure and I liked some pop music and I liked some old classic rock and it's always been like that, it's always been like that. Like even if you were going to go back to the Blackening and you were to ask me the records that I'm listening to the most, it would have been Kanye West, Gold Digger, and it would have been the first My Chemical Romance record, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, and it would have been Every Time I Die, Gutter Phenomenon, or as my dad would say, Gutter Phenomena. Gutter Phenomena. and and those were the 3 records. So I really wasn't listening to metal. You know what I mean? Like I was hardly listening to any metal during that whole time, during the writing of that whole record. And so it's kind of weird, to hear that younger people now kind of feel the same way, right? That they listen to everything. And you know, all my metal friends was like, that's fucking lame, like fucking da 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 da. But like, you know, a lot of the metal band dudes that I hung out with never really cared because a lot of metal dudes in metal bands listen to all kinds of music anyway. You know, they probably don't listen to very much metal. And so it's kind of a weird thing. And in a lot of ways, I thought it was cool. I thought that it was cool that that younger people think like that. And I'm never going to be, you know, I can never get in the mindset of a young person. I'll never be able to do it again because I'm fucking old fart. But I just thought it was cool that was, you know, it's cool to hear. You know, and I don't know if it matters. In fact, I think it's probably a healthy thing, you know, because metal is so kind of marginalized and small and just subdivided into so many fucking micro genres that it's like, fuck, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't even know where to start with metal now because it's so subdivided into genres that it's like, I'm confused. Like, I'm confused. And so, you know, and so I just like what I like. And if something comes along and I hear it and I'm like, that's a fucking cool jam, that's a cool jam. And it doesn't mean that I have to go crazy for the band. It doesn't mean that I have to whatever, but that's like, that's kind of how I am now. And it's been how I've been for a long fucking time, you know, but I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. Have I lost you? Are you guys still there? Yeah. Old fart, dead sharts. That's pretty good, Jerk. That was fucking funny. Old fart, dead shard. All right. Your guitar was stolen. Thought a woman got it from a pawn shop. Will you play that guitar here? Many in the galaxy. From today's trendy music to metal with thin listening to one song, that's one hell of a change. I don't know what that means. Says Jacob, dude, I couldn't understand what you were saying there. I was brought up with punk and grunge music. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I was loving grunge. I was loving grunge. I was loving Chris Cornell and Soundgarden and Nirvana and Skinyard and fucking all kinds of that shit, man. I was all about it. My daughter couldn't believe you listened to Post Malone. Comic books? I'm not into comic books. Do you read comic books? Asked Lucas Weisbrod. I used to. I mean, I grew up on a lot of comic books. And let's see here. There's one more statement. Jurg says, I'm a rock and metal head, but I still throw down to pop and rap, and I listened to as a child. It's hard for me to get into newer music, though. I love Queen and Freddie Mercury. That's why I'm excited to hear Triple Beam. I grew up on Polish blues, rock, and metal. Nowadays, I listen to almost every genre. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, what's your guilty pleasure, huh? What's your guilty pleasure? Nickelback is objectively terrible. Ask Melly. I tell you what, Melly, I just went and saw Nick not long ago. And I tell you what, it was sold out. And there was tons of pussy there. Good fucking Lord. There was so many girls there. And like young 25-year-old girls that were crazy. Like hot girls too. Like hot girls who were really into Nickelback. And I tell you what, I've never been into Nickelback. My drummer Dave actually probably likes Nickelback more than I do. And yeah, but they were older girls. They weren't teenage girls. It was like 25-year-old girls. And I tell you what, man, they were not as bad as I thought that they were going to be. I brought my buddy Crummy Joe along. You know Crummy Joe from all of the drummer videos. He's awesome. He's one of my closest camping buddies. And Crummy Joe went with him, and he fucking hates Nickelback. But he went anyway just to go hang and just hang. And he was like, it takes a lot of talent to suck this hard. That was his Nickelback comment. So I thought I'd share that with you. It takes a lot of talent to suck this hard. But yeah, but there you go. Chris Simon, Nickelback is perfect to go get pussy. Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, if you want to get laid, dudes, you don't want to go to a Machine Head show. Jesus God, 93% dudes. You want to go to a Nickelback show to get pussy. Holy shit. I was like, good Lord. Oh my Lord. Let's see. I bet the girls don't even know who Nickelback is. No, they knew. They were singing along, dude. Like they were singing like crazy. It was crazy. Andrew Fox says Bjork is my guilty pleasure. That's not a guilty pleasure. Teresa Zimmerman says I like Michael Jackson. Nickelback is better than Linkin Park, says the egocentric head. At least they can play guitar solos. See, I don't know if I'd agree with you there, egocentric head. Crack Street Boys. I think I like Linkin Park better than Nickelback. But you know what? I didn't hate Nickelback. I thought that they were really good live. They were a good rock band, and those motherfuckers party. I was surprised about that. They were doing shots all fucking show and fucking fucking. I was like, I just wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. Like shots and pyro and video and fucking. I was just like, so I don't know. Mike Bello says, disappointed by Catharsis. Sorry, want a new Imperium, Bulldozer, or Beautiful Morning. Cool. Well, fucking go listen to that, bro. Don't know what to tell you. Let's see. What's your guilty pleasure? Have we gotten into guilty pleasures? Guilty pleasure is Chad Kroger nailed Avril Lavigne, and that makes him my hero. Hashtag suck this hard. Yeah, a lot of talent. All right. Who was right? Chad or Corey? I don't know what that means. Nickelback's Side of a Bullet is straight up groove metal, says Projection. Do you like Wu-Tang Clan? Of course I like Wu-Tang Clan. Who's your... Okay, Die Antwoord is my guilty pleasure. But you know what? Die Antwoord, Bjork, like that's all like cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like give me the band that everybody shouldn't hear you talk about. Die Antwoord's cool to say, you know. Bjork is cool to say. Let's see. Catharsis is awesome. Love it so much. I already did a lot of sex listening to Machine Head. Nice, Fabio Garamo. That's good. Him is a guilty pleasure. Yeah, they're cool. I like. Machine Head is a sinful pleasure. Okay, ABBA is my guilty pleasure, says Andrew Fox. Who the fuck is Wu-Tang Clan? Come on now. I can't believe someone's counting my comments. Jason Mraz is my guilty pleasure, says Lucas Wisebros. I gotta check that dude out. Johnson6505 says Limp Bizkit. Chris Fabry says Ninja Sex Party. Guilty pleasures 50 music. That ain't no guilty pleasure. Uh-oh. Spirit of Vengeance says Five Finger Death Punch is my guilty pleasure. Apparently, Spirit of Vengeance loves them. Badork says Volume Dealer. I don't know what that means. Oh, Bjork. Badork. I love Ronnie James Dio. That's not a guilty pleasure. Come on. That ain't a guilty pleasure. Cypress Hill says Brad Hawkins. Lit. Lil Wayne. Enjoy some of his songs. My guilty pleasure is a song called Mambo Number 5. I think I know what that is. New Kids on the Block is Larry Porter's guilty pleasure. Nice. My guilty pleasure is a German singer called Wolfgang Petri Schlager. I never heard of that person. Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air at night. Waking the Cadaver is my guilty pleasure. I don't know what that is. Lady Gaga, now that's what we're talking about. Jacking Off in a Dark Alley is my guilty pleasure. Says KKM, Jacking Off in a Dark Alley. My guilty pleasure is Hetfield. Come on, that's not a fucking guilty pleasure. Uh-oh, Soldier Gladiator says his guilty pleasure is Fifth Harmony. I've been hearing a lot about this Fifth Harmony band. I don't know anything about them. What's their deal? What's the deal with Fifth Harmony? See, you can't say Rammstein's a guilt. Everybody loves fucking Rammstein. You know, sup, dude? Hell yeah. I don't know what this is. Watched Rome Republic apologize a few days ago. I don't know what that means. New Order. I love New Order. Good stuff. Guilty pleasure since Guitar Hero. Tony Solis. He has a song called Guilty Pleasure. I don't know what that is. I've never heard that. Stevie Nicks. Yeah, let's see. Ninja Sex Party is one great guilty pleasure. I got to check them out. That's like a dubstep thing, right? Steven Neville says, love chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Corn says Lillian Quaisian. I don't know what that means. Lana Del Rey is my guilty pleasure, says Aria. I tell you what, man, Lana Del Rey is fucking awesome. She's amazing. I fucking love her. You know who loves her too is Dave McClain, our drummer. He loves Lana Del Rey. Crazy about Lana Del Rey. Yeah, she's got that like she's got that total PJ Harvey vibe to me, and I honestly just can't get into rap. I put up with it for you though. Ha ha ha. If I had to pick Eminem or Insane Clown Posse, that's cool. That works. Somebody says Man of War, lots of down fingers. Uh, now all kinds of people. Look, who cares? Who cares what people's guilty pleasures are? No need to rag on them for it. They like what they like. That's what they like. Katy Perry for sure says poor. Ooh, we got two Katy Perrys in a row. Magnesis Bravo and Poor Lake both say Katy Perry. Love PJ Harvey, says Josh Franklin. The Cure, says Wojo. I do too. I gotta say, I like me some Carrie Patey. I can't even say her fucking name. What did I just say? Carrie Patey? Katy Perry. Katy Perry. I like a couple of that song Dark Horse is fucking awesome. That's a jam right there. Carrie Patey. Yeah, Carrie Patey. Fucking retard. I can't talk on Facebook Live today. David Bowie or Deftones. But you know what? David Bowie and Deftones are cool. Everybody says those. You know. Death Clock says Wasteland Scavenger. Share, says Sheldon Sanders. Share. Now that is a deep guilty pleasure right there. Ace of Base is my guilty pleasure. Perry King, the new Slayer guitarist. Katy Perry, Perry Katy. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. A guilty pleasure would signify something that you like that's cool to hate. Exactly. Like Skid Row or yeah, Trevor R's like Creator, bro. Come on. Like that's not a guilty pleasure. Let's see. The E Destroyer, I don't know what that means. Saigon Kick. No, Clutch doesn't count. Avril Lavigne was dope as fuck too, says Kuno Mystery. I like this. Marky Mark says Texas Digger. Good vibrations. Saint Anger is a guilty pleasure. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Well, cool, guys. Well, you know what? This was a great one. My battery's about to die here, though. I've literally been getting prompts every couple of seconds here. I've got 3% left. So good rapping with you. Good hanging. We'll be here next Tuesday. You got some fucking bragging rights over Facebook. Remember that shit. Remember that shit. If you just catching in, go watch the beginning of this. You hear how YouTube has got sick bragging rights. Hashtag sick bragging rights over Facebook. Hardcore. Hashtag sick bro. Hashtag who fucking cares. Hashtag guilty pleasure. Hashtag take it easy, guys. Late.